So for the ring finger right here, I already have 2 coats of the OPI polish. This one is called Muppets World Tour, and I'm actually really disappointed with this polish because all the swatches that I saw online, they have pink glitters in them, and mine actually didn't. So I'm gonna just show you how I add the pink rhinestone on top and a purple rhinestone just to make this one even more beautiful. So this is gonna be the 3rd coat, and I am just trying to just use the glitter nail polish and to build opacity. So this is the 3rd coat. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that 3rd coat on top. And while this polish is still dry, still wet, I'm gonna go ahead and add the rhinestone. And I think these 2 colors just really add to the nail polish itself. As you can see, I actually finished doing this hand already, which is an ombre look, a light purple and a darker purple on top. And for this hand, I have my base coat and 1 coat of the light purple, which is from SE, Nice is Nice. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the ombre. I am using tape just because tape makes it easier to clean up, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I put on the tape. So first of all, I fold a little bit down so that when I remove it, it's nice and easy. And I just go ahead and line it up with my nail here, like so, and just wrap it around in the back and just, and just put it over here on the other side so that this piece of tape covers this side and this side. Now I have another piece of tape. Same thing, fold a little bit down so when it's time to remove it, it's nice and easy. Just gonna put it right here on top, like that. And I did the same thing to all of my other fingers. And let's just go ahead and get started with the ombre. For the ombre, we want to use a makeup sponge, and I already have my 2 polishes open and ready to go. I'm just gonna put it over here. That is the first color. Then I'm gonna go with the 2nd color, which is a darker purple. Just gonna overlap a little bit. Go ahead and line it up with my nail and just transfer the color over. And as you can see, the first coat is really not the ideal ombre look, so we will need to do a 2nd coat. I'm gonna let this coat dry and move on to my other fingers first, and then come back and do the 2nd coat. There we go. That's 2 layers of sponging, and I'm actually quite happy with this result. If you want a more intense look, I would just suggest to do another layer of sponging, but then again, I'm quite happy with this one, so I'm gonna stop at this stage. Now we're just gonna go ahead and take off our tape. I like to use a tweezer for this because it's just easier and it's less likely to mess up my other hand. So just gonna go ahead and peel this off. It's hard to do this on camera, but I'm hoping I can catch this in frame. See, just go ahead and peel off carefully. By taping your nails, it makes it easier because you don't have to do that much cleaning. And we're just gonna go ahead and wait for this nail to completely dry before we move on to the next step. Hi everyone, so now we're at the last stage of this nail art, and as you can see my right hand is already done. So I just did a stamp over this ombre, and the polish that I'm using is another shade of purple. This is slightly darker than the two shades that we used for the ombre, and the plate that I'm using is Conad M51. So I am using a darker purple nail polish. An image that I'm using is this one. This is a full nail image, and let me just go ahead and show you the stamping. So first of all, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply right here, and take my scraper and just go ahead and scrape off the excess nail polish. Take my stamper and roll it on to the stamper to pick up the image, and just line it up with the nail and go ahead and stamp it on. So it's pretty easy. I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp it on with this rolling motion, and there is the design. I am missing the top part a little bit, but that's okay. And because I'm doing this on camera, it's slightly more difficult for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a tweezer and some cotton, because I am going to use a nail polish remover. And at this point, I really want to be very careful, and I don't want my nails or any part of my design to touch the acetone, because that's just gonna go ahead and remove and mess up my design. So I clean the scraper first, the stamper, and I clean the plate itself of the excess nail polish. And I do the same thing for all of my other fingers, and that's really it to this design. And you will want to wait until this is dry and then just top coat. So I forgot to mention that while you're waiting for this to dry, go ahead and use a brush dipped in nail polish remover and clean around the edges. So after we do this step, we just wait for this to completely dry, and just add the top coat, and you're all done with this design.